gentlemen.
Hello. Good afternoon,
Hello.
everyone.
Good evening.
We are live. Hello to chat.
What are you exposing us to today, Grossly?
Well, this is one of my favourite internet characters. This is a man with a rich history. I'm going to go through a little bit of that history before we start watching his epic videos. But his name is Diablo, now known as Del Boy Diablo. He started off his interesting life in the 80s by joining a Miami gang known as the Zulu Warriors. And he was 8 when he joined this gang, and they were a graffiti breakdancing gang that turned into a real gang. Now, he spent his youth breakdancing on cardboard on Miami's mean street corners before he found punk rock in the mid-80s, in which he immediately threw away his Adidas tracksuit in exchange for a pair of boots and braces and a shaved head. And then he became a skinhead and was obsessed with English culture. He actually, if you believe him, he is the founder of Antifa in America. He exported Antifa over to America and started the first chapter to fight off Nazi skinheads. He did a very good job of fighting away the Nazi skinheads, and in fact, the Nazi skins were forced to retreat into the woods, where they would spend the rest of their days selling crystal meth and fighting each other, which we will see later on. The Nazis and Diablo, to this day, are still butting heads. They've never become friends. The communist Diablo and the Nazis never got along. But after punk, sort of faded away, he decided he needed something new. He needed to change his image again. He needed something fresh. And a DVD arrived at his door. And he knew from that moment he had a new calling in life. And that DVD was Green Street. And he was going to become a football hooligan. And he was going to import English hooliganism over to American soccer. And he started America's first hooligan firm, the Miami Casuals. Unfortunately for him, they still to this day are the only American hooligan firm. So I'm not quite too sure who he's fighting, but nevertheless, that is.
And did the Americans know what hooliganism is? Like,
I think people
football
they've
hooligan?
seen Green Street Hooligans. I mean, I've seen it. I think people are generally familiar with hooliganism, yes. But it would be like primarily people who are into sports. I think you could describe the city of Boston as like one giant firm in many ways when it comes to sports. So we have like similar things. It's just not as organized, I would say.
Yeah, it's like, just in case anyone doesn't know, hooligans are like a bunch of, like a gang of lads who go to football games, soccer games, and they like to have a fight. They like to fight other hooligans. They like to kind of have a kind of riot and smash some skulls.
Yeah, it's somewhere in between like traditional sports fandom and a gang. Like it's kind of in between those two things.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately for Diablo, nobody told him that nobody does football hooliganism in England since the 80s.
Yeah, I was going to say it was much bigger in the
super
80s.
gay.
It's kind of died.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit silly.
Kind of cringe. Yeah.
The only time we do it now is like when there's a football game in another country, and then the English will just fucking trash it,
like a World Cup type thing.
Yeah, and start throwing people into the Thames.
Yeah, it's gone from like an infighting thing to like a point of national pride, right? Like, hey, we're all or football fans, I should say. We'll band together.
Yeah,
I would say there's probably 20 dedicated, balding, fat, middle-aged men in every single football team that still to this day try and fight. But now it's normally a lot of shouting at each other, running at each other while the other one runs away, and maybe someone will pick up a chair.
Like throw a chair.
But Yeah, well, no, they don't actually throw it because that would be
Pick it up
illegal.
and shake it.
So, yeah, they menacingly shake chairs and shout slurs at each other. And
But do
that's
you remember
about it.
do you remember the what was it, Britain First fight that they had at like Trafalgar Square with Antifa, I think? That's the state of British hooliganism today.
Yeah,
Kind of
it's
fat
nothing.
58-year-olds
It's like
topless.
the come on England, score some goals guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
And
pretty
when
cool.
England doesn't score goals, they all beat each other up.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So this first video, any prefacing that we need, or
So this is Diablo's first video on YouTube. It's 3 years old, so he's been making primo hooligan content for the last 3 years. And to be honest, I don't know if he's serious, if he's joking, or if the truth lies somewhere in between. But he decided, since there was no American hooligans, he was going to try and start a international fight between English hooligans and the Americans, which accumulated in absolutely nothing, of course. This is his call out to notorious football hooligans Millwall, who have 40 balding old men instead of the usual 20.
all right, here we go.
This message goes out to Steve Dolan and all the Millwall hooligans. Hey, brother, I hear what you've been saying about Miami casuals. I hear what you've been saying about South Florida. And I hear what you've been saying about America, brother. And you've been saying fuck Miami casuals, and fuck America. Well, guess what? I'm America, brother. I'm Miami. So, hey, we'll answer your call. Millwall is known as the hardest hooligan firm in all of England, brother. To me, United is the biggest, the baddest, and the best, and I'm with United, you understand? And I know my guys from the United over there. I'm talking about Red Army, MIB. I'm talking about Munich's. I'm talking about ICJ. I already know how many times they're gonna run over your plot, and they'll do it anytime they want. And when I get over there, hopefully I'll lead new campaigns over there, brother. And when I come there, I'm looking to disband the entire Millwall firm, Steve Dolan. You understand?
Yes.
He mentions Red Army. Now that's a reference to Manchester United. Now, unfortunately for Diablo, no one seems to have told him that nobody in Manchester is a Manchester United fan. In fact, it's all just outside of Manchester, people who watch Manchester United. Manchester City is the only football hooligans, really. No one is in the Red Army. This is like a callback to the 70s. And I'm also fairly certain that this video is made up of nonsense and that Millwall had absolutely no idea who this guy was. And he sort of just inserted himself into it.
He's cutting a quick wrestling promo, it seems like.
Yeah.
But also, like, the accent is kind of this weird amalgamation of, like, and the way he comports himself, it's like a mix of American Cockney wigger and like kind of like a Jamaican rapper in a way.
It reminds me of Ric Flair.
It's funny you should mention that because Diablo has a series of videos called Learning English Slang, where he will try and imitate our accents to his.
Oh, amazing! Is that on the list?
Oh, that's on the list. That is on the list.
Amazing. Okay.
Understand what you get, brother? You think it's all a game? You want to act like the hardest gang in the whole world, brother? Hey, how come you ain't never come down to Miami or South Florida, anywhere else in this country and done anything, brother? I don't believe you dudes is
there's
on
no
life in
football.
our hoods walking around, but I tell you what, I'll come to Millwall anytime I want, and I'll come wearing United colors, brother. It's on like Donkey Kong, you understand? I'm going to put together some guys, and what I'm looking to do is make a name in the hooligan game, you understand? I like arranged fights, forest fights, with rules as men.
6 guys
I don't
he
know
made.
if you guys have any on though.
There's
So the thing
6 of
about it
them.
is, I want you to get 10 guys, and I'll get 10 guys. I'll captain one team, you captain the other team, and we'll arrange it, brother. Not
What?
in UK, because I know they got everything too tight over there. It could be anywhere in Europe. It could be anywhere in South America. It could be anywhere in Asia. I want you to talk to Dana White. I want you to talk to Don King. Talk to Scott Coker. Let's get this professional, large-scale, hooligan, organized fights going, brother. First match, Miami, USA versus Millwall, brother. And after that, I'm looking to shut you guys down entirely, Jack, for what the stuff.
He's confusing professional wrestling and soccer hooliganism. It's a classic.
Yeah, this guy's he's got no conception of like a street fight. Like
No.
they're not.
No.
It's not a match.
No.
You know, it's like
Well,
there's-
You don't need
it's
to,
not
I
a
don't
you
know
don't
if
need
team
to
you
involve
sport.
Don King. There's no reason to involve Don King.
I don't know if you noticed, but he mentioned forest fighting.
Yeah,
Now,
what?
forest
Oh, I thought I
fighting
said
is
forced. I was like, that's a little creepy.
no. So forest fighting is a strictly Russian thing, where the Russians will meet up in the woods with about 50 people each side and just beat each other to death. There's been exactly no forest fights in England. In fact, I don't think there is a forest in
I was like, do you
Millwall.
have
It's
forests
a
in
concrete
southern
jungle.
England?
No, not really. It's never happened. There is no forest fighting. He's taking all these MMA, boxing, Russian forest fighting, and he's assuming it's all English hooliganism,
Yes.
which is far, far from the truth.
It's more of a punch up in a pub type situation than it is
Yeah.
any sort of like
Yeah.
actual battle royale in the woods.
I mean, like the standard
Oh.
fight.
Sorry.
The standard fight is like a riot that goes in both directions.
Yes.
I mean, that's basically what it is.
yeah. There's
Two
a lot of
riots
alcohol
come together.
involved.
Yeah.
There's no like in the ring fight.
About me, brother. And that's all I got to say about it for now. Hopefully you got a response. If not, I think you're just waving the white flag. And all them videos and all those books, there's all a bunch of hot air, Jack. That's all I got to say about for now.
Wow.
I love that.
We're gonna
He
have-
ends every video like that, by the way. He folds his arm and he looks off into the distance. You're going to notice a pattern.
I wanted to see
throughout
if
the-
anyone
I love
actually responded.
I think
yeah,
they
this
did.
Guy,
I think
this guy
people,
agreed.
people ended up responding to him like, "Who's this fucking retard? Talking about English hooliganism.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?"
Fuck me, that's some funny old shit there. Surely it's got to be a wind up or some sort of piss take. This yank wouldn't last 3 seconds with anyone's firm, even Southampton's XD. That was Miss Vixen. That was a nice chav woman who's supporting her husband's firm, presumably.
Yeah.
I'm
Why?
Millwall, and I'm in South Carolina. Come up here, join Millwall. 803 Bushwhackers are waiting for you. All right. Yeah, they actually got some pretty good amount of replies on this. How many views?
And there was one comment that said
25K
soccer,
views.
soccer factory.
All right, this one's called A Message from Diablo of Miami Casuals. Yet another.
Well, he kind of looks a lot like Jagged, does it?
I was
does
going
he
to say
not?
he does look like Jagged.
So I'm going to spoil this for you, but he's a very, very small man. He's probably
I was gonna
about
say, looking at
5'3".
yeah, the stature is small. I was going to say you can kind of tell based on the
Yeah,
scaling.
he's like a hobbit. He's like a Mexican hobbit, I would say.
Okay. There are no weights for your height, my friend.
Boy Diablo once again, Miami Casuals. And yeah, I just like to take a minute to say, I'm not trying to promote his stuff, but Steve Dolan, he's got multiple pages. Steve Dolan's Football Casuals, I believe is one of the big ones, football firms piss up. So check his boards because this is where all this stuff started and this is where it's all going on. I'm not allowed on those boards, but if you want to see where the main talk
They
about
banned him from the hooligan forums.
Jeez.
And also, I'd like to send some shout outs to people from my country. I'm talking about GSU, Garden State Ultras, New Jersey, New York territory. What's up?
Never
boys?
heard of them.
And then I also like to send an extra special shout out to my people in Houston. I'm talking about Brick Wall Firm. And a man like Miggs Rudo, talking about that Houston-Miami connection, All right, stay tuned and please, subscribe.
What was he implying with the Houston-Miami connection in that hand signal? I'm a little confused.
So I think
Are
I think
things
these are
pumping
football
together?
yeah,
Oh, I
lots of
understand that
on
they were football
skin.
firms. I was just wondering what
Yeah.
Houston-Miami
But I
connection
think
was.
I think they're just fans. Like, I don't actually think they're real firms. I think they're just like
sure.
a group of guys who go to the soccer together.
Well, and that
They're
is common in American sports. Like I can't say the name because it's a hateful slur, but the Washington football team had the Hogs were like a group of fans. I'm pretty sure that's what they were called, and then like the Raiders had the Black Hole in Oakland. So like American sports teams do have that, but they don't go punch each other up. It's like it doesn't really work because like in England you have public transit, you can take the train back and forth to the games, but Houston and Miami are so far from each other, you're not going to like meet up, right? Like it doesn't make sense.
Subscribe and like the videos and all that, and I'm gonna keep them coming for you. All right, respect.
Respect.
Let this soft mineral melt in your mouth
No, I don't. No.
No,
I refuse.
to
no,
rebuild your gums and teeth and never
Sorry,
need a dentist
No,
again.
no adverts.
no.
This video is brought to you by gum
Sorry,
whitening.
guys. Sorry, guys. I probably should have signed in, but whatever. I don't want to click sign in because it might dox me again. All right, Diablo issues his greatest challenge yet, and this is the third video he ever. Oh, I don't know.
Is it a fishing? Is it a fishing challenge? Is that what we're doing? A swimming competition? Maybe.
You can,
Midget tossing, perhaps.
you can tell he's very short, by like this is not a tall sign, and it's up to his like.
Yeah.
Well,
almost up to his chest.
there were taller signs, but he just chose to stand next to the tiny one.
Sign maxing.
This is Diablo, Miami Casuals, and I got a message for every hooligan, every ultra, every hooligan firm, every hooligan gang, every casual, from England all over Europe. This
Very
each and every
animated,
one of
isn't
you, my greatest challenge yet.
Pro tip: if you're ever going to
Like-
record a video, do not do it next to a highway and airport. It's not a good place. There's going to be a lot of noise. Also, don't turn your back to the watch for alligators fucking water pit, dude. You're going to get dragged in. Just a little advice.
I want you to pay close attention. I want you to gather your whole firm so all of you can hear this. There's a group on Facebook called FHB, Football Hooligans Banter, Football Hooligans Fans Banter. And on that group, there are people attacking me constantly from all over the world. And to them,
Oh no!
I say cheers. Now then, this group is raising money for children who don't have Christmas presents. So even though we're hooligans and we love violence and
hooligan.
everything like that, and people think we're evil bastards, and we mainly are, even still this group has a lot of good people in it, has people for different firms all over the world, supporters from all over the world. And from what I see, when despite everybody's differences and everything like that, when people there need something, everybody comes together. And they got over 23,000 members. And I got some prepared notes this time, so I wouldn't leave anything out. So, banter on a daily basis.
I'd love to see his
everybody come
handwriting,
together.
dude.
From what I'm seeing, a lot of people there have helped each other out. People from all over the world, older lads and everything like that.
Check it out, dude.
They got
If you muted this, he could be rapping right now, couldn't he? If you just muted it and watched
No,
him
he
with the
sounds
hand-
like he's rapping.
Yes.
Like if you put fucking some kind of beat on it, I'm sure we'd have a horrible track.
5 admins, the Furious 5, as it were: Moose, Tom, Alan, Igor, and Angie, Queen of admin, who keeps everyone under control. She don't keep me under control. Nobody can control me. And then apart from that, it's www.gofundme.com.
More Tom. I can't read what it says. It's Queen. I can see Queen.
I love those like
HI.
fucking massive
More Tom.
Sharpie.
Angie? Yeah, it's like Trump writing. This is how Trump writes.
Child.
He needed a piece of paper to write down 5 names, dude. He couldn't remember 5 names. I made some notes, y'all.
Christmas, and there's dashes in between. FHB members, and to join the group, you got to be invited by somebody else. It's a secret hooligan group. But go to the GoFundMe and stuff like that. Get some money together. Show us hooligans, ultras. You know what I'm saying? From around the world, we're not just mindless thugs obsessed with counterculture and fashion. We could also do things and come together positive.
Also
for children and
fashion.
everything like that. All right, check. I'll put the link on the bottom. Bye for now.
I would have donated.
There we go. Good guy Diablo here,
So you mentioned fashion, which is not something I would typically associate with hooliganism.
No.
Well,
Hooligans wear
you
like
mentioned that.
ripped up blue jeans and
No.
shitty t-shirts.
See, part of the thing that happened in hooliganism is they They went from being like sort of skinheads in the 70s to being very
Yeah.
well dressed. They would wear designer clothes,
What?
the Stone Island CP company,
Is that mods?
thousands and thousands of pounds. Well, it's like super. So the story is this is a sidetrack. I'm gonna give you a little history. The Scousers would they would go to Italy, and Liverpool would play like the bigger teams, and the Scousers would just steal everything. They would come back with luxurious, high-end clothing brands and sell them between each other. So it morphed, and it ended up that the hooligans would wear the most luxurious brands possible for their fights, which is in itself ridiculous. They're fighting in £1,000 jumpers and ripping them to shreds. So it became very costly to be a hooligan, and they were very proud of this. They called themselves the Casuals, and it's sort of still to this day they'll wear these high-end, luxurious brands, and that's how you could tell a hooligan from a normal fan. So a normal fan would be wearing a t-shirt, a football shirt, and a hooligan would be in a Stone Island jacket.
Oh, okay, a fancy jumper or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the fresh Adidas. Okay, I'm seeing it. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, we're educators here. We're educated.
Diablo, Miami Casuals. You already know, since I'm conquering the world, all over Europe and abroad, the United States as well. Besides all that, the fashion, fighting football fashion, you already know. So right here is a unique creation from my man Francesco Locastro, the one and only. So
I mean, it looks disgusting. Whatever he's wearing, fucking horrible, dude. What is this?
Custom design, as you can see some of his other work around here. And then
I kind of like that painting.
Yeah, but you go to
Not
francescolocastro.com and hoodies, backpacks, all kind of stuff. Francesco Locastro. You remember that name? The man is one of the lead figures in pop surrealism movement, and Art Basel from South Beach in South Florida, you know what I mean? So this year he got all this stuff going on. Remember that name. It's one of my mates.
High cultured hooligans.
He got all
Hooliganism and art.
I'm trying to get as much as I can, you understand? All right then, remember, francescolocastro.com. Go check it out. You get some fresh gear like this. Get you some proper clobber, you know? Yeah.
All right, we're back. A little bit of technical difficulty there. My apologies.
So this video is Diablo showing off his artistic side. We won't watch too much of this because it's going to be almost unlistenable. But this is one of his many music fortes where he dabbles.
At first glance, he's built like a chimpanzee.
Yeah.
Like a naked chimpanzee.
A hairless chip.
Hairless, yeah.
I like shout out Churchill's Pub.
Churchill's Pub.
I'm sure they're still in business.
No apostrophe?
Since 1979. No, there is an apostrophe. It's just
there is? It's
faint.
shadowed.
Very faint.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
I don't mean I'm in agreement with all the other so-called leftists. For example, a Democrat ain't a leftist. I don't know who sold you that line. That's why when Obama goes to Greek...
He's very politically charged as well. He's very much into his politics.
Oh, that feedback is going to give me cancer, dude.
Yeah, we can skip through and just listen to maybe 10 seconds of this. This is him ranting. So he sort of flicks between his hooliganism and his skin roots.
I really wish that this guy's was not with the hat wasn't there because he does a nice little.
You want to see that?
He does a nice little dance.
This is martial arts, bro.
Okay.
That's enough of that shit, dude. That's enough of Diablo's music career.
I've
As
never
you
seen
can
a more
tell,
like
it's
not
awful.
into it guitar player playing metal before in my life, dude. It looks like he's being forced to do this. Like he's really like a jazz fusion guy, and like.
Well, can you imagine standing next to this fucking chimp? You just shout him.
Well, the bass player's into it, dude. Like the bass player's into it. He's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, which is badass. But the guitar player is not.
I'm sure they sold out Churchill's pub. I'm sure it was a
I mean,
completely
look at the crowd, dude.
audience.
Crowds are
Yeah.
going
I'm
nuts.
sure it's not just those two guys there.
Not moving. Oh, this person was there. All right, what's next? We got lower league hooligans and firms. The future of what the fuck?
Whoa.
Is
He
this
has.
him?
Wait,
Is this him?
This is him in the
Pretending-
pub. He's in the pub. He's in. He's got a pint. He's in the pub. He's very Anglo.
What is it?
He's got
He's
He's
pint
an Anglo.
Guinness.
He's an Anglo boo.
Yeah.
You know,
he
absolutely.
is. He unironically is. But he has a few series. This is just one part of a big long series where he goes through every single hooligan firm and he talks about all of them. He's obsessed with these retarded hooligan firms that no one gives a shit about. He tells the history of them, their fights, their wins, their losses, and he'll go through all of them. He has theoretical who would wins, like, oh, if this firm fought this firm, would this firm win, and what would the outcome
It's funny. It's like autistic people always have this
I was
fixation.
about to say, dude, it's literally. It's the
They always
autistic
have a fixation, and like you can't really like. Often there are trends like it's Sonic or it's fucking Lego or whatever the fuck. But sometimes it's weird, and it's like hooliganism. I'm gonna become obsessed.
Yes. Well, it also
It's
ranges
encyclopedic.
like how actually into it they get. Like there was this kid in my high school who was like
Mm.
super autistic, and he was really into the Titanic, and like he would talk about it all the time. But I never learned a single fucking thing about the Titanic from that motherfucker. He would just say the same, like, "Oh, the Titanic's interesting," and like, "What if this happened?" and "What if that happened?" I've like never learned anything from him. Or like King Cobra JFS is obsessed with cobras. But like I've never learned a thing about cobras from Josh. Like, but this guy, it seems like he actually has the autism where like he does learn the stuff about them, like the memorize the
Yeah.
phone book kind of autism.
He about that laugh.
You can tell by the hand movements as well. You know, the very over the top,
Yeah.
exaggerated movements he does. That's like a fucking mega autistic thing. I've never seen anything so autistic in my life, dude.
It's pretty.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
He's just Italian.
He's Mexican, actually.
Is he?
Yeah, he's Mexican.
Mexican
Cuban.
or Cuban. I was gonna say Cuban probably if he's from
Yeah.
Miami. Yeah, there's a lot of
All
refugees.
the same to me. There's
I
no
was going to
difference.
ask about his heritage because he kind of looks, I don't know, sometimes Italian, sometimes Irish, maybe.
Yeah, Cuban makes sense.
Cheers. And this goes out to all my lower league hooligan brothers. Yeah, I'm finding out that that's what action is. You see,
The pub is probably not the best place to record a video.
No. Consistently chooses bad locations.
They're out of business. A lot of the main firms from the past. But brother, these lower league guys, they got fights going on.
Well, and there's a party going on too.
Stadiums right now. And to me,
Yeah.
the top that I'm looking at
I mean, this is the problem with him. Most of his videos are unwatchable
Yeah.
because he's picked the shittest location to do it. And this isn't just him. When we meet a very prominent character named Boneface in a little while, he too chooses like the windiest, worst locations. And so all their videos are just
Or Warzone.
completely unwatchable. Yeah, or a war zone. That's a call forward.
Little foreshadowing there.
I don't know
Yeah.
about, and I know the general public don't know about people around the world who's interested in this stuff. And to me, the way I look at it in the lower leagues, you got firms there that can go against the big boys, no problem anytime. I think they're even more active. And to me,
Relevant time.
seven, the rest of you, I don't hear nobody from England calling this. To me, at UK, the big seven of lower league hooligans, talking about Halifax, Chester, Wrexham, Stockport.
He's got these written down. He's reading these off a list.
And Hartlepool. Yeah, those seven right there. But to me, straight up, Halifax is
Yeah, those seven that I just thought of now off the top of my head.
lower league hooligans to take their place in the world hooligan scene and get their due respect because they're actually one now that's out there putting in work while a lot of people just living off the name and the glory of the past. Yeah, Diablo, Miami Casuals. You want to hear more about it? Subscribe, like.
No,
do all
I
the stuff
don't.
you're supposed to do, baby. Diablo, Miami Casuals, the top lad, the main guy.
The top lads. The top lads.
I love the John.
Del
reason-
Boy Diablo.
The reason he has to talk about the lower leagues is because the upper leagues are so monitored that no one can fight in the big leagues. So these lower leagues are like shitty rural English towns that no one's ever heard of.
Like minor league baseball.
Yeah, like,
Halifax, Wrexham, Hartlepool. What was the other one? These are all like ultra
Stockport,
minor,
I think is.
ultra minor fucking places. Halifax, holy shit.
They're the ones who will pay attention to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Can Diablo become the world's greatest football player within 2 years? I'm going to say no.
Well, this was filmed in 2018. Unfortunately, it didn't really come to pass. For Diablo. I think you have to have like other people in the game for it to count as a match.
Yeah, and you
You
can't
can't-
use your hands either.
You can't pick it up. That's like rule 1. He's already broken
It's
it.
my goal to be the greatest football player in 2 years' time. Me, Diablo, Miami, IMF, into Miami firm, Miami Casuals. You heard it here first. So this has only been my second practice. It's true. And I only played a little bit as a kid. I never played. But I'm such an athlete and a competitor, and I have such a will and determination that nothing is impossible to me, brother. And I might start in lower leagues at first, but I'll make my way to MLS, and eventually I'll play for Manchester United one day, baby. You heard it here first. And to all of these other teams in Europe, if you want to
I'd like to point out this tattoo here.
boost your profile,
What is that?
and you want to turn your team
That's the Antifa logo.
into
Oh.
a championship team,
This is the Cuban flag. I think this is the 13.
That's the American.
But I think it's with the 13 stars. I'm not sure.
you get me, baby. I'm a lucky talisman. I'm like a ninja. I'll bring you good fortune, and furthermore, I'll intimidate
That
the
was
team.
great,
So,
by the way.
you heard it here first.
I'm like a ninja. I'm like a talisman.
I like that. That's very disturbing.
Football the other day.
He ran for like 30 seconds.
He's completely out of breath.
He can barely breathe.
If any of you teams are interested in me and you want your football club to be number one, you get Diablo, the symbol of excellence. Yeah.
There's
I'll
eyes
see you
closed?
guys the next time.
Next time.
Yeah, he. Oh, you know, I had to do it to him.
But it's funny. He's like 45. He's obsessed with football culture. He's played football twice, and that was the second time.
Well, he said he played as a kid, but he's never really played. So apparently, playing as a kid didn't count. All right. So the problem here now, he's going to tell the UK hooligans how they actually have to be. They're doing it. They've been doing it wrong from the start. America's here to fix things again for England, just like in World War
Thank
One
God.
and Two. We're here to bail.
Thank you,
We're here to
guys.
bail you guys out. We're going to fix hooliganism with our,
Thank you.
mixed race Miami people
And Iraq.
telling you how to do.
Thank you
things.
for Iraq.
No problem.
You saved us in Iraq.
Afghanistan too.
Hello, friends.
Yeah.
Tis I,
Oh, this is quiet.
the main man, boss of bosses, the top guy, Diablo IMF.
It's like Pippi
Into Miami
Longstocking.
firm, Miami Casual.
This is a Halloween
I
themed
speak
video.
To all my UK hooligan friends.
Oh, now it's
We
loud.
all see that you're no longer on the same level you once were. But fear not. I have come
Why are
to
you doing
hand.
an Indian accent?
This
As
is
you can
fucking
see, my
disturbing,
friends,
dude.
From FHB, Football Hooligans Banter, we've developed the hooligan philanthropy. Yes, leading the field in that we are. Also, I'm coming with hooligan cooking show. I'm gonna come with some hooligan
Yoda?
hip-hop soon.
Has it become Yoda?
He's
No,
doing
it's-
like an Egyptian Yoda.
I think it's supposed
Sounds
to be
like an Arab
spooky.
Yoda.
I think it's supposed to be spooky.
Thing I see from all my encounters with you UK hooligans is that you lack sophistication. Yes, no problem. Us here in America.
Sophistication you lack. Yes.
I see that none of you guys can read very well. Everybody's always commenting that my threads are too long and so forth. But there's a joy and an art in reading and writing. Also, when it comes to clothing, clobber, as you call it, you have started a lot of trends that indeed
Nobody
have
calls it
merit.
that, dude.
But
Nobody
we're
calls it
organized
clobber.
I like these
sure,
shorts,
on
dude.
football terraces. But what about Joe Public? Enter me, the way I dress, the way I do my hair. When you see these things and study them, and when you observe my style, you will know what it means to have panache.
To look like a fucking
You
twat.
UK hooligans,
That's what
I
you
know you can't write, you can't sing.
Look at his
you know
socks
nothing
and
about
shoes.
music,
What's
and
wrong
you-
with
Ridiculous.
You make fun of me because I go to museums and I'm into high art. But let me tell you, You will have a new experience in life if you only expand your horizons. So, UK hooligans, in this challenge, I'll do something you can handle and something we can do, since I can't get over there so easily. I challenge you, since none of you can paint, write, draw, or anything like that. I challenge you to a finger painting contest. Yes. Diablo versus the entire UK hooligans. Finger painting. Surely you guys can attempt a finger painting piece, presentation, as it were. Bye-bye, guys. Diablo IMF signing out. Submit your best finger painting, and mine be better.
What the fuck, dude?
This is why I think he mixes in like trolling with seriousness. Because he's obviously obsessed with hooligans. But then he does like little shitpost videos like that where it's like, do a finger painting. You can't read, hooligans. You can't even read, bro. You're not doing high arts. Do you
It's
think
like-
this guy really goes to museums?
It's like
Do you think he's ever been to a museum?
an autistic person's attempt at trolling, I would say.
It's like we don't have the comments they're sending him, but he's probably leading into some of the comments they're sending him, like, you look like a retard. Why do you dress like that? You look like a spastic.
Like a dandy.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your hands? Why do you keep flailing around like a infant retard? Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
What is that accent about?
I like the Mickey Mouse shirt. It says Walt Disney World. You got that there? That's pretty cool.
UK hooligans, you want to talk smack about me, baby? Diablo, the main man, the boss. IMF in the Miami firm, Miami Casuals. You want to talk
Fun
about
fact: Mickey is an Irish slang word for peanut.
It's also a word for a roofie, I think. Mickey, I think.
Oh, Mickey
Talk about
Finn.
Disney
Yeah.
World. You want to say, well, you hooligans, oh, who they got in Florida? The Disney World and everything like that. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. The fact of the matter is, your police over there are nothing compared to our police. Those guys don't even use guns on you. Our police shoot us.
Yeah,
murder us,
pussies.
do all kinds of stuff, and whoop us like dogs. Now, the thing about it is, what you fail to realize in your ignorance and lack of education is that Disney got one of the strongest police forces on this planet. Don't you know about the Disney secret police? You morons. Hey, but it's real simple. You want to play around, you want to act hard, you want to talk funny? Forget about Miami, baby. Forget about going to Orlando City Stadium. Why don't you try to go to Disney World and do something, Jack? Those guys will play around with you. I'm not fucking off.
Yeah, Jack.
The Disney secret police and the Disney police force.
Going to
many
hooligan
whom
fighters
I'm
in
friends
Disney
with,
World.
Who gave me this shirt? Those guys don't consider you even a threat. Plenty of English people are in Disney World every day. How come none of you hooligans want to try something? But hey, if you want to try to prove me wrong, then
It's
do
a-
it. And I'll tell it to you like this.
It's a children's
Disney
theme
police
park.
force, Disney secret police, and the military apparatus that surrounds them is stronger than most of the militaries on this planet, and that includes the United Kingdom. Your military used to be all right, but nowadays they get ironed out, I think, easily, even by some of those Middle Eastern nations, if it isn't America and the Yanks come to help you out.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
Think about it.
Thank you
I'll
so
tell you what,
much.
you can
Thank you for your
hooligans, think
service.
you're so tough. You make fun of Florida to me. You say Orlando City, Mickey Mouse. Hey, I know Mickey. I know Goofy. I know those guys. I'll talk to them. Why don't I go get the Bears Jamboree? And there's a lot of other fellas I can get out of that haunted house, too. So UK hooligans, you think you're so tough. You make fun of me. You make fun of Florida. Anytime you want, buddy, go to Magic Kingdom and try something out. Go to Epcot and try something out. And you'll see how quick you and your two Bob firms get ironed out by the Disney secret police. And I'm going to be behind them. Yeah!
Nice, dude. That's peak America, dude. The Disney secret
Thank you for
police
your
are gonna
service.
beat you up, bro. It's one of the strongest private police forces on the planet.
I don't know what is that about? Is that just a straight up?
I mean, I'm
joke,
sure
or
they
is
have
there,
like, well, because Disney is like the think complex in Orlando or Florida or wherever is huge, so I'm sure they have like their own police force, yeah, and security and shit. I'm sure it's quite well funded.
Disney PMC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, the audio is so bad.
Yeah, it's always awful. Just the worst audio.
After you've been gone this whole time and become the singer of the Misfits again, brother. As far as I'm concerned, you don't have that right. And this is me, baby, Diablo, the boss, the main man. I'm the guy in the punk rock scene who says what goes
Jesus.
internationally, you understand? And I've been talking to people.
It's like there's an
and
airplane
they're
taking off.
singing the Misfits, brother. They say I'll be better.
He has a
Now think
series
about
of
it is,
videos where he calls out old
how you
punk
gonna be a
rockers
Jeet Kune
in
Do?
fights.
Where he what?
He calls out like old punk rockers who are like aging and in their wheelchairs.
Yeah, Glenn
He calls them up
Danzig's
to
like an
fight.
old man, dude.
Yeah.
Fucked
He
up.
does this with a few of them.
Supposed to be a Jeet Kune Do man, supposed to be under Danny and Santo, and you got slapped down by Danny from Northside Kings, and you ran and didn't do nothing about it. And now everybody in the hardcore scene and the skinhead scene think Jeet Kune Do is a
All right,
joke.
I will say that this is Bruce Lee, right? This Bruce Lee shirt is pretty cool.
Because of you. You are betraying the legacy of
Pretty
Bruce Lee.
kino.
That's
and this
sick.
shirt here was given to me by none other than Seafood Dan and Santo himself. So what I'd like to do is take this
Oh
off.
wow,
darling.
Seafood Dan.
Behold this.
Shout out Seafood Dan. Thanks for the cool shirt.
Danzig, think about it. You got no right to these singer misfits, and also you got a score to settle with Danny, brother. But that's between you and him. But as far as me and you go, what I come to
There's
find
literally that's literally an airplane.
Aeroplane noise.
That's literally
Yeah,
an
there's an
airplane.
aeroplane.
is you.
You need that ambient aeroplane
He's
noise.
standing
in
next.
your
He's like
bike or
standing next to the airport, dude.
That you got from a secret book from
That's an
our
airplane
colleague
sitting on.
Dr.
It's sitting on the the tarmac, just like turning on its engines.
I was gonna make you a martial arts expert, brother, but I'm here to tell you the martial arts don't work that way, and maybe that's why it didn't work out for you that time with Danny. So the thing about it is this, Danzig, I challenge you to a singing contest here, United City Casino, where I be performing all the time, where I draw thousands of people, brother, and it'll be me versus you for singer of misfits, because everybody knows I'm the best. I'll show you what I mean. Too much horror, driving late at night. But that's they call us walking corpses.
He's not even in the Misfits anymore since like the
Danzig, I can
80s.
sing better than you when I'm 13 years old. So I challenge you here, Magic City Casino, anytime. Singing contest, me versus you, Danzig. No more Diablo, the boss. IMF. And I'm gonna make it sweet for you, little buddy. I'll give you 50% of the proceeds with anything I do with the Misfits. But we all know Jerry only is who kept the Misfits alive all this time. And while you was off getting fat and singing satanic stuff or whatever, running around with girls making comic books and looking like a Sigourney Weaver imposter, brother, it was Jerry only who kept it alive. He is the boss of Misfits, not you. And I want to take you out and make me the singer of Misfits. Huh?
All right, gauntlet,
Did that ever?
gauntlet thrown down.
Do we know who won the singing contest?
Glenn Danzig's been real quiet since that video dropped. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, he said nothing, dude. He just like he doesn't even know who he is. Crazy.
So I get. So what are you're saying by default that Del Boy Diablo is now the lead singer of the Misfits?
He is.
Oh,
I think
nice.
so. Yeah, I think he won. I mean, I heard him sing that. Sounded pretty good. A few lines.
Oh no!
Oh,
what is this?
these
Jitsu
these
or
are his
something.
jiu-jitsu videos. Yeah, he did a series of jiu-jitsu videos, which is very interesting.
I like
would
this.
say.
That looks just like him. That totally doesn't look like an African American man at all. Oh,
Pow.
I love seeing non-professionals
Oh,
fight.
oh.
It's great.
oh,
Look at that guy's bald patch.
oh! Whoa! They can smooch.
Oh,
Wait.
you
Oh,
know,
they're not actually like fighting. This is like practice.
Well,
Like,
all
why isn't
this,
he
like-
actually punching him? What is
well,
this?
this talk of like fighting in the woods. I'm really getting the same vibes I was getting when we were
What's
covering.
going on?
You remember when we were covering Mark Collette?
Yes, yes, that
Yeah.
one picture.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
getting, like,
What is this?
why all these guys are just finding any kind of the thinnest conceit to start touching other men. And they will get straight into it. All of them. It's crazy.
This imagery is amazing with the big fist. Like, that's their logo for their gym. It's just a big fist in the middle of a hole.
Who's the hardest?
I'm surprised they let him put up his little flag in between Japan and Brazil. Like,
Yeah, it's
why
a
did they
little
let him put
insulting.
his YouTube logo?
Oh, jeez, flying crotch kick.
I
Flying
don't
ass
think
grab.
that's
Ass grab.
Oh, 69. 69. Here we
A
go.
little bit of an ass grab there. Oh, ouch. He kind of elbowed him pretty hard. Whoa.
Oh, missionary. Cowgirl. Right.
I don't know why I think it's so funny, but it's just ridiculous. The grown ass man, dude.
In their 40s. They're both probably in their 40s.
fucking 40s. Oh, oh, whoa! That's what is that? An arm bar?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's over. He tapped out.
Diablo won. They got to bow now, you know? Respect.
And then they hug.
Respect.
A little kiss.
Oh, they
smooch.
were going to kiss.
Smooth. Wait, let me go back. Let me go back.
Oh!
Let me go back to
Antifa.
the end. Oh, well, yeah, they had to cool off. Oh, wait.
Oh, kiss me.
Oh,
Rick to life. Rick Healy. NY.
Another call-out video, by the way, to a punk rocker.
So-called.
Is that like, has he got a moustache now?
Brother.
I think it's. Oh, he does.
The thing about it is, people ask me
Yeah,
to
he goes through many phases, you know?
video on Rick
The many
Life.
phases of Diablo.
Me,
Fucking
their
hear him.
Diablo. Top guy in the U.S. punk scene. Coming to you. Like and subscribe. Now then.
Even when he's indoors, he's got the ambient noise of traffic.
Somebody call you Rick the Rat.
It's like a hospital.
For those that don't know, I have a little bit of history with the man, which is that he came down to South Florida. We did shows together, and furthermore, he put out an album of some of my older hip hop songs and so forth. So, Rick to Life ain't never personally did nothing wrong to me. On the contrary, he actually helped me out, and all the stuff he did in South Florida.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, he did all right by all of us.
It's all over the
However,
place.
Later on, after the fact, there was a tour supposed to go to South America, and it was South Florida guys that was going to be playing with him. And then these guys got the plane tickets and everything like that, and he didn't show up. He no-showed the entire tour. They went down there and played anyway. So he messed up some South Florida people. So the fact is, he's saying he's going to come to South Florida. He's trying to reach out to me. Rick, here's me talking to you publicly. I'm not your enemy, but I'm also not your friend. And you got no place in South Florida. All the problems you have with the New York people, that's between you and them. I just judge you on what you did here. However, in the modern time, now you're trying to look for me, and I look on your Twitter and 88 White Power, and you know, Ian Stewart was a great man and all this, and you playing with the band Empire Falls and stuff. Brother, I know you like to ride horses, and maybe that could be some therapy, but you got no more place in the hardcore scene. It's over with for you in that regard. You might as well go be with White Power, but if you're not going to be with White Power, what I'll suggest to you is I'm standing right here in front of Miami-Dade Mental Health Clinic, the hospital, state hospital here.
Yeah, I thought it was. A
You should
hospital.
be inside.
Brother.
You should go inside.
They're letting him have a smoke break.
You're on the wrong side of the door, my friend.
I'm
So
telling
just
you
go
to
back.
come here because I'm not your enemy, but you can't come around the South Florida scene. Those guys, these other guys, don't got no place for you here. You understand? It's not safe for you. But what I would like to do, I like to bring in here, and I would like them to see you, and they can use their Freudian psychoanalysis. But I got my own theories on psychotherapy, brother, and I'd like to see if I can do something with you. Because either you need to go to Scientology, or you need to come here with the Freudians, or you need to go with my brother Victor Frankl, rest in peace, with logotherapy, or you need to come to Dr. Diablo's therapy. But what you're doing right now is on a dead-end collision of the wrong end of South Florida. So, brother, if you come here...
I have no idea. I have no idea
That's
what
all I
happened.
got to say about it for now. Good luck.
What I gather is that
His
there
friend's
is
a
some
Nazi.
individual. His friend's a Nazi, and he's not, and you can't come to Florida anymore because I've got an Antifa hoodie.
Yes.
I'm part of the other firm.
Also, there's a
And a
mental
mustache.
facility. And a bad haircut. Oh, there's a concerned dog coming at me right now. It's okay, bud.
It's a pretty fashy haircut, isn't it, really? Like
That's what I was going to
Yeah.
say. It looks like a
It
bad
looks like,
Hitler Youth haircut.
yeah, like well, he's got the moustache as well. He's kind of like
Doing a
a
little
Hitler
impression.
or a Richard Spencer.
Doing a little impression.
Yeah.
Ooh, this
I've never seen a 45-year-old man who's like trapped as a 14-year-old boy. Like, what's going on here? Like, how he's just never grown up. It's like
Nope.
Peter Pan.
Yes.
Meaning basic form number 1.
This is 240p.
The most Kino number.
Oh my god! You know this. So you know what this is? I've I did karate for a bit when I was 8, right? And this is literally the first kata. So this is like the first form they get you to practice.
Well,
Like, I was doing this.
to
I
be
was doing
fair,
this when
it does say Kicho Hana basic form number 1.
Oh, it does. Okay.
He's teaching
So
you.
this is. So it's the same in karate, but this is like. Yeah, this is, you don't get more basic than this. This is pretty.
Jung Tong Mu Do Quan Kong Su Do / Chang Mu Quan Taekwondo.
At least
maybe
he's
that,
perfected the basics. You know, he's
that-
perfected the bare minimum.
but this is
Well, let's
literally
see.
like
Let's see what the second form looks like.
this is like the block one, I think.
Oh, this one's 2 hands.
Meaning, basic form number 2.
Look at sound effects, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, this is the block one.
you could like mute this and put like a Diana Ross song on for this part.
You know what we should do? We
Dancing
should send this
through
to Ace
the
Baz.
night. We should what?
We should get Ace Baz to make a drum and bass beat out of this.
Mhm. That would be dope, dude.
You fingered your sister.
Looks very similar to the first one.
Yeah, but it's got blocks in it.
All right.
So this
here's
is
another one.
stuff I managed to do as an 8-year-old.
You can barely see this.
It's like my first videos with like added smudge vision, dude.
Yeah, these. I don't know how helpful these were for anybody.
Well, how many people watched them for a start?
66.
They big pull.
This one had 66 views.
Uh-huh.
And I was 4 of them, at least.
This one had 69, so it did a little better.
69, eh? Yeah.
Funny numbers. Whoa, that was cool. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm so stalled right now. I'm fucking terrified, bro.
This is scary.
This is scary.
If somebody started doing this in front of me, I'd probably run away. Especially
If
now.
somebody started doing this in the middle of a street battle, they just get a fucking lead pipe in the back of their head.
This would not end well.
Yeah.
He's like, Millwall, are you prepared to fight me, Millwall?
Yeah,
The final boss of Antifa.
someone
Hey!
fucked a fucking bottle at his head. Bounced the fucking bottle off his dome. He's crying.
He's back to the hooligan.
I had
He's a
no
hooligan
idea they
again
had a
now.
subway in Miami, and apparently no one else does either because there's no one here. I thought it was all sand. Like they don't have basements in Florida. How the fuck did they build a subway?
How to be a football hooligan.
Oh my god! Oh, he just constantly the worst possible places to
How to
record.
be a hooligan. Part 2. Derek Diablo, Del Boy D, IMF at the Miami Firm, Red Army South Florida, coming at you once again. Now, this one is the second lesson. What type of football hooligan are you trying to be? Because there's not only one type anymore, as there was back in the 70s and 80s, you understand? So like and subscribe, do what you're supposed to do, so you can keep following these lessons to learn what it means to be a football hooligan, at least from somebody who's not from UK, right? And since the UK people had never outlined it, maybe I'll outline it, and then they could create some more authentic guidelines, if you will. But I doubt that would be the case. But in the second place, you got to figure out what sort of hooligan you want to be. You got your original, authentic casuals, authentic hooligans coming from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, from the UK, from England.
This is a parking lot, isn't it?
Wales, you already
No,
know.
it's a.
And that's what I'm representing.
It's definitely a
the original
subway. Because at the
style.
beginning, you
But
could see the track.
as it went to
Oh,
South
you could?
America,
Yeah.
the English plague, the
Oh.
English disease, as it were. You have the Barrabas,
I'm
South
pretty sure.
America, Central America, and so forth. You got them type of dudes over there, and they're not playing games. They sticking something for flags and everything like that within the
What is he
stadium.
fucking banging on about,
that's
dude?
even on
What's
a
he
heavier
going
level
on?
than
I have
the
no
idea what
he's
stuff
talking about.
was.
I think he's
Although the
talking
Scotland
about
stuff
like
does
how
get
he
wrapped up. As we know,
he-
over
he plans to codify the rules of hooliganism because the British have not come up with like an official rule book.
Gotcha.
So he's going to be the one to codify.
His autism is compelling him.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
your
yeah.
ultras, which to me were patterned after the Barabras. And that's coming from Europe, and that's coming from Russia, and that's coming from elsewhere. So you got the ultra style. And then we come to the North American style. We got original, authentic hooligans and casuals, but then we also got this
This is just
new
babbling,
WWE
dude.
interpretation I'm coming with. So
Yeah.
the next thing after the first
That I just made up.
your club affiliation. Now you decide what sort of hooligan you want to be. You want to be a barra brava, you want to be a ultra, you want to be a hooligan, you want to be a casual, or you want to be a scarfer. A scarfer is just a general guy. He wears the team colors and so forth. He might go out there and fight with some random dudes, but he's not involved in a military operation like us hooligans are, which is more involved in
Damn, dude.
operation.
Damn, dude.
So that's all for lesson 2. And that means what sort of hooligan are you trying to be?
How's that a lesson? That's just a question. Oh,
Yeah, that was a
I
great
thought this was a
lesson.
train track, but I guess it's not. So maybe it is a parking lot. Interesting. Yeah, that was. I learned a
Oh
lot.
no! Look! There's a sign. It's the basement of the casino.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And those are the different parking levels: parking 4, parking 5. Interesting.
Either
Yeah,
way,
so
it's a terrible place to film a video.
Not a good place to film.
Yeah, just awful. Once again,
He does part
well
3.
done, Diablo.
How to be a hooligan?
No, not here again.
I might just skip around.
Yeah, I think we can start skipping through a little bit. We've probably seen enough of this nonsense.
I just heard John Kerry.
Actually join your firm.
John Michael Kelly?
And then we're gonna see
JFK?
John Kerry ran for president against
JFK.
Yeah,
Bush.
he's
I
like,
think.
yeah, Bush.
He's married
got-
to
he
the
was-
ketchup lady.
It was stolen. The election got stolen from
Yes.
Kerry. I don't know if he plays into this somehow, but
I think that was
Apparently
Al Gore was the one that it got
Oh,
quote,
Al
unquote,
Gore, that's
stolen
right.
from with the recounts.
yeah.
All right, so he needs money.
once again, your boy Dead Boy D, Grandmaster Diablo D, the top man, the top lad. Oh yeah, how sweet it is. Now then, coming at you, Jersey Island style.
Very short fingers.
Channel Island style, you understand? Like and subscribe to my channel. Do the thing you're supposed to do, because I'm the top entertainer worldwide, globally. Everybody knows it now. Now then,
Even he couldn't hold a straight face after that
this
one.
place has amazing shopping. At least if you know how to dress. Now, if you're a scruffy muppet, go around dressing like a bum or
Muppet.
like
A scruffy
I don't know,
muppet.
whatever you want to call it. Scruffy. That's how they call you in English style. Gangsters or hooligans. You gotta be well dressed, and well dressed means you gotta have the right clobber. You understand? So all I wear is clobber. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wear now. So it's like South Florida in some sense, where
Bobber and
it's
Antifa
casual
hoodies.
culture.
Yeah, and shitty Antifa hoodies.
True. It really comes from Southern preppy. It's really an American style that they kind of developed. But you have regular preppy fashion, and then you got the Southern preppy, which obviously is more sun oriented. So in some sense, it's a lot to do with South Florida style, like a lot of the way we dressed in the '80s, at least.
Right, I
some
think
people,
we should probably skip around and go into his where is it? We should watch the UK Hooligan Walk and the Del Boy Diablo version. Skip forward a few because that's when the real good stuff starts. Now he's going to teach us how
Does
to
that-
walk.
Does
like
that
him.
include the slang demo?
The slang is actually after. It's the
Okay.
video
Next
after
video.
the walk. We learn
And
to
then
walk
we'll
like him, then we're going to learn to talk like him.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm gonna guess right off the bat that he walks like a black guy.
I was gonna say a pimp, so same page.
He's got like let's just say he's got a spring in his step.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're back after some more technical difficulties. All right, so this is the UK Hooligan Walk plus Del Boy Diablo version.
Once again, coming at you live
Once again, the audio is abysmal.
and direct. Boy, Del Boy D, Eric Diablo, Grandmaster Diablo.
Look at the cannons he's picked,
Coming at
dude.
you from Plymouth, Bob
Oh, so he's in Plymouth. He's made it to England, boys.
Oh, I thought it was St. Augustine in Florida. Okay.
No, he's made it to England.
Now then, I'm going to bring you some critical information. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so you get more of this educational, vital information, you understand? And now we come into
Very
the
windy
hooligan walk.
information.
Yes, I told you in one of the other videos, I'm going to learn how to talk like a hooligan, walk like a hooligan, eat like a hooligan. So I've also mastered the walk.
I can't do anything about that wind, guys. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Is that hooligans walk bow-legged?
Don't apologise to these scumbags.
Fuck I knew in America many years back. I said, why do all hooligans all walk this way, you know, a certain way? She said, oh, it's a bit like in America how the black guys all walk a certain way. And I'll break that down a little bit what she meant. But this is what I see hooligans do, and I found myself
This
doing
is
it.
nonsense,
At
by
first
the
it was
way.
irritating
They
it,
just walk
and then
around
it
like
felt very
normal.
natural. I'll understand why. So basically, Doug Naylor, respect to Doug Naylor, OCS, our crime squad, Sheffield Wednesday.
Let's
I think
see
he has the
this.
best one. But basically, they do this.
They walk like they shit themselves.
So they're ready?
No, nobody walks like that, by the way.
John Lennon.
That is like,
You know, so I guess Conor McGregor, some people think he has a similar type of thing, but it's not a hooligan thing. He does
it's the most exaggerated version of that.
something like Vince McMahon.
Like nobody.
What I come to realize is that, you know, first of all, why do I walk? Because I can. Yeah, and you know what it is to me? Like you're walking on a sidewalk. When I walk like that, I don't really do it anymore. It's when I first got here. And it draws attention to you. And also, you take up more space.
He was walking around England like that.
Somebody says it's not that.
Just loose the street, roaming around like that.
I think that
That's American as fuck, dude. You get off the plane and you just start walking around like that.
I don't know. So that's basically hooligan walk, right? So when she's talking about like black boys, you know, put a little bounce in their step. But when you, to me, if you do that real exaggerated, it means you're selling drugs. Like if you're walking like that in the middle of the street and everything like that, that means like you're selling drugs to me. But either way, that's kind of like the so-called black style walk, right? So then.
Racist, perhaps?
Very strange thing to come out of an Antifa member's mouth, I would say.
The George Jefferson walk, which I'm a master of, which I've always been doing. So I've kind of come up with the George Jefferson walk is like this.
Is it?
Now, like George Jefferson walk, you lean back and swing your arms real wide and put a little bounce on every single step. So then
Sorry, but I have to do this. Oh, but there was a bad word.
the main thing if you want to be black.
Yeah, he does kind of walk like that. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go back.
I kind of combined it all into my hybrid American hooligan walk.
Oh wow.
Like Hagrid.
Oh my.
So
What
now,
a fucking idiot.
I want to draw attention to myself to show all the lads that I'm around.
Hey, it
Been
would
walking
definitely
around
draw
the
attention.
streets of England like that.
It would definitely draw
Oh.
attention, my friend.
The kind of attention is like it's children laughing. That's the kind of attention you're gonna get.
Typical American.
Don't do this.
I start
People
hitting
who go to
walks,
Plymouth.
right?
Don't
I
do
got my
this.
clout around and everything like that, so you see me. And from a long distance, people can see me. They say, who's that cunt?
Yeah, they think, what a twat, dude. Who's this twat?
Hooligan walk. You see
A
me
long
first.
distance away, they're gonna be saying, "Who's that fucking twat?
Wearing 2 jackets.
Who's this twat in the
You
Lacoste?"
be learning the true football hooligan style. I'm the one teaching
They
you.
think you were like a Romanian immigrant or something. They'd be like, what the fuck's going on here?
Cheers, you dopey cunts.
Cheers, you dopey cunts.
All right. Again, we are at the waterfront. English rhyming slang, the mystery of ping pong tiddly solved by Del Boy Diablo.
Oh,
So
well,
I should give you a premise of these videos. What's going on here is Del Boy Diablo has achieved his lifelong dream, and he's managed to fund his way over to England so he can live out his hooligan ways and his Anglophileness. You know, this is his dream. There was a video that was deleted where he was very disappointed that London wasn't filled with punks and skinheads. He was very upset by this, but he deleted it.
A lot of his, you would say, Asians, I would think.
Yeah. It was like, I think he did find one punk, but he was like an American immigrant. He wasn't even English. Like he was just like some fucking weird larper over here. But,
A fellow
So
Anglo-boo.
so
So
while
you
you didn't find,
It's got the equivalent of like of Paris syndrome, which is where like
Yeah.
Japanese people go to Paris and they'd be expected to do this ultra romantic, like kind of picturesque place, and it just turns out that it's like a dirty place where people are really rude to you, especially if you don't speak French.
Just a big gross.
And
It smells like
yeah, and they get sent home with these like fucking panic disorders they eventually call Paris syndrome. And he's getting like Plymouth syndrome right now. He's like, thought I was gonna be with my hooligan mates in it.
Where's Pete Townsend, dude?
Well,
Yeah.
it's funny. He did find a group of hooligans, and these are the guys teaching him to walk and talk like this. But I just think they're fucking with him. I think they're a bunch of guys from the pub. Yeah, they're just from the pub, and they're like, let's fuck with this retard. Like, who's this spastic coming here asking about
it's
fur?
it's a spastic yank, isn't it? Yeah, it's so a lot.
Yeah, we're hooligans, mate. Of course.
Fucking look at the way he walks on the tosser. You alright, mate? Yeah.
You got on the official walk, mate.
You want to run with
Oh,
boys?
my
You wanna walk
lord.
with your thumbs?
That audio, bro.
I'll be back over there soon, David. You know what I'm talking about? All right, mate. Cheers, chap. All right.
Cheers, chap.
All right, safe. All right, mate. Cheers. Hey. So then, your boy Derek Diablo, Del Boy D, here in Plymouth. Been all around the UK, all around England, you say. Talking with my man Danny from Jersey Island, you understand? And he has revealed to me a mystery that nobody in the hooligan world can reveal to me. Not in any of the groups. Now,
Jesus.
25,000 in this group, 25,000 in the other group. Nobody can figure it out. Talking about rhyming slang. Cockney rhyming slang, but there's other rhyming slang. This one's Cockney, that was from the movie.
Because nobody rhymes in Cockney anymore. That's like a long dead. Cockney rhyming slang is dead.
And then Jason Statham is in there, and then they're talking heavy slang. So then it's like translated on the bottom. It's in English, but it's translated on like British, like not Cockney slang, but still slang, saying arse and everything. So in there, now me, I think it's cheating if you look online to find out rhyming slang. So there's one since that movie came out. I've been trying to figure out. I've been asking everybody. Nobody could tell me in person. Nobody could tell me on any of those hooligan boards and any of them groups. And it is the ping pong tiddly. And what?
This is like out of the Pickwick Papers, dude. It's like some Charles Dickens shit, like parody shit. What is he talking about? Nobody talks this way anymore. I'm sure of it.
Comes from is
Nobody.
they in the bar.
No one ever
they
talked like
talking,
this.
They ask about the Rory Breaker, and he says, "Don't underestimate him, Papa." He goes on, and he says something. But he's telling a story. He says, "The geezer orders an Aristotle, the most ping pong tiddly in the entire nucleus of." Like, so in other words, he basically orders it says, you can see on the bottom, Aristotle bottle, okay? Then ping pong tiddly, strongest drink in the nucleus sub, that's the Paul Boozer. So then for 15 years or whatever, I've been asking everybody, what's this ping pong tiddly? And I said online, oh, you guys know so much rhyming slang, what's ping pong tiddly? None of you cunts know that. He says, oh, it's the strongest drink. I says, yeah, you cunt, I can read that myself, you muppet. And then finally my man Danny, he revealed it. What exactly is a ping pong tiddly? Obviously the strongest drink, where does it come from? Easy. Ping pong strong, tiddlywink drink. And there you have it. Cheers to Danny, Jersey Island Massive. My man Jordy, Jonesy, J-Mo, all those boys. Alright, that's it for now.
Thank you for clearing up that mystery, Del Boy.
You have a ping
Thanks
pong,
for that.
You have a ping pong tiddly and a touch of ultraviolence, right?
Yeah.
Well, this looks nice.
No one spoke like this since the Victorian era.
No, that's what I meant.
Nobody.
It's like the Charles Dickens shit.
Ping pong tiddly in the pub, please.
Well, this looks very pretty. There's not as many clouds. It looks nice. This could be Miami.
Yes, indeed. Coming at you. Del Boy D, Derek Diablo. Here in
Wait, are those palm trees? Are those palm trees?
What? On
Here,
the right.
Here's one on the right, and then there's these ones in the back. They look like palm trees.
Yeah, they might be.
Portsmouth, Pompey, as it were. So I'll come here, I'll spend a couple of days here, check out, see what Portsmouth is about. Maybe I'll meet up with some
it's still in
Pompey
England.
lads. But mainly I'm looking for that farmer. He's the top boy of Portsmouth hooligans. I'm looking for him. If any of you know him,
Hitman walks by.
tell me where I can find him. Farmer is what I'm looking for. Portsmouth, Pompey. All right, wish me luck, fam.
Good luck.
Bam. There's the iconic stare. So he's at Millwall now. This is him at the Millwall football grounds. When the matches are not on, he's just turned up at a random date, probably at like 2 a.m. There's no one around, and he's gonna try and organize a fight between him and who knows. I'm pretty sure he's drunk in this video as well.
Isn't that a
drunk
pint of lager in his hand?
Yeah, yeah. He's wasted.
Central element. Hey, they say turn back or die. Well, I came through and I didn't die. Central
He's drunk.
element. IMF. Miami Casuals. TCE. We exit to what? Oi.
Honestly, that was not a bad impression of a British person. From at least my perspective.
What the flipping heck, dude? Do we sound like this to you?
It's a lot easier to do when you're drunk.
Yes, get a couple of beers in him and he reverts. What was next? Pie and Mash Squad, Pie and Mash, UK Antifa. Oh.
Pie and Mash Squad here. We hear you talking shit about us again. We looked at your background.
Look at this guy. what a pose, dude.
This looks This looks very patriotic alternative.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this like a racist thing?
Probably.
Yes, it is. They're a firm. They're like a cringe football firm. We're the Pie and Mash Squad, and we'll kick your head in. Boy.
Look at this guy.
What's all that about? Left-wing bollocks? Communism?
Wing bollocks.
Well, we'd love to come over and fucking do ya, but most of us are on banning orders and it ain't gonna happen. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna send our top boy over. He'll have ya. He's number one.
These guys also have terrible video quality. Oh wait, is that a child?
Yeah.
I need the English. I need you guys to do some translating on what the child says because that's lost on me.
He's number one.
Okay, no problem.
You want some, you prick? I'll give you some.
Perfect. That's exactly. If you want some, you prick. It's a callback to the Wheelson Raider. If anyone knows that video.
You want some? I'll give you some.
You want some? You want some? I'll give you some. This is so Kino, dude.
Squad.
That was amazing. So was that someone else's channel?
The last video was the Pie and Mash Squad calling out Del Boy Diablo, and they're saying we're going to send our top boy to fight you. That's on your level, and the top boy is of course a young child, mocking Del Boy's tiny stature, I believe. We're going to send a child to kick the shit out of you, you wanker.
That is too good. All right, up next we got. He's going to tell us about the
This
3
next
types of
video-
English accents. Oh,
This next video, this is the first video of Del Boy Diablo grossly sent me like 3 years ago. So this has been in the works for 3 years. You can see, according to like how prepared we are, you can see that we've been planning this for 3 years, waiting for today, and here we are. The moment's arrived.
there we go.
The time was finally upon us.
Yeah.
Miami Fur, Miami Casual, Diablo TV. Like and subscribe like you're supposed to. Now then, here's a bit more of a lighthearted one, or a cultural one, or hey, maybe it's even heavier, because this involves stuff that the highest paid people on the planet can't do. And Robert Downey is a great actor. I would never challenge him. Greatest Iron Man yet. But they...
Can you name a single other Iron Man other than Robert Downey Jr.?
I was thinking that. I cannot.
are panning him, as they say. They slagging him off. They're talking bad about him because he, in this new Dr. Dolittle movie, it seems like he didn't get the accent right, a Welsh accent.
Isn't Sherlock
Can I
Holmes?
do a Welsh accent?
No, he did do a Dr. Dolittle movie, and it was fucking abysmal. It was the worst, and he sounds insanely retarded. Like, it's the worst shit I've ever heard in my life. Bro.
Oh, is Dr.
By
Dolittle
far.
like a... Oh, it's like an old British thing, and that Eddie Murphy, they made an American
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, that
I
was a
didn't know
remake.
I didn't know that.
Dr. Dolittle is like he has a bet he can turn a common woman into a proper lady.
In the movie?
Is that right?
No, I thought Dr. Dolittle spoke to pets.
No, that's the Eddie Murphy version. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's an English version like that as well. So the
What am I
new
thinking
one
of?
is.
Oh, never mind.
I think you're thinking of non. Yeah, well, your memory's not as good as it used to be. You know, we can let you know. But it's a Victorian thing where he owns a zoo and he can talk to the animals,
okay,
and he's like a recluse.
okay.
And they just remade it very recently. I say very recently, it's probably like 2018, but it's dog shit. Do not watch that film. Awful. 0 out of 10.
Aw, poor Robert.
I can work on it. My man Taffy, he's Welsh, he's Plymouth. I would hang out with him for a few weeks, I'd get it. You know, at least my interpretation of a Welsh accent, a street Welsh accent. Thing about it is, an American doing an English accent. Johnny Depp, I think it's good. Brad Pitt, I think it's good. Other people might say this or that about American actors doing English accents. Well, there's no question that the English can do American accents. You got guys like Christian Bale, people don't even know that they are English until they say something in an awards show. So I would say that I am the top of America doing English accents.
Whoa.
And English people have said the same
It's a
thing.
big claim.
See? And that's even before I moved there. But now I'm going to begin you in this accent video with 3 English accents. I'll give you the first one I learned, Cockney. And now people say, oh, can you do a posh one? Like girls or whoever, ordinary people. No, because I don't know a posh one. I don't like that kind of English people. I don't look up to that kind of English people.
Sorry, Tender
Rude.
Man.
Rude.
It's spontaneous. I don't even know how to talk like that. That's Mary Poppins, you feel me? Fake. I don't know, I'm not that type of person. But here's Cockney. And I'll bring in
Yeah, see?
an Irish fellow. Let's say
Yeah,
it's a
it worked.
Jippo. Let's say it's a Jippo moving into your area selling drugs. Different approach, different accent. Here's Cockney.
Jippo is a gypsy.
Yeah.
That's a harmful
Stay
stereotype.
there, come here! Stop fucking saying snip! You know, fucking man, hey, fucking cunt! I'll fucking open your eye back and kiss your cunt! Fuck off, mate! No, we're not just gonna tax you, mate! You can't fucking sell it, you fucking cunt! Fuck off, you muppet! I'll be back with my mates and then you fucking see!
It's like, what the fuck is this, bro?
Oh, it sounds like
That was.
You know
What
it
do you mean?
does.
That was perfect, dude.
I would say
Oh,
that
shut up.
it's a good Cockney accent if you're trying to portray a guy who's had his jaw broken. Pretty good.
Then here's Scouser, Liverpool. I was trying to learn the Manchester.
Shout out to
I learned
Righty.
it because I
Shout out to Righty.
That's
Top
exactly.
Scouser.
It's exactly how he talks.
was mistaking it for Scouser, and then I learned the other Scouser, and anyway. So here's I think a Scouser, Liverpool. Hey, from mate. Fucking about me. We know.
Whoa, it's like
Face
right.
is just a monkey.
It's like right
Face
he's
is just
here.
be a
with us,
monkey.
bro.
There you go.
Come down here, I'm fucking Scouser, mate. Come down here at 5 mile lads.
I love it when his real voice pops through, dude.
What the fuck you on about? I will stab you, mate. Fuck off! So I think that's like a kind of like Scouser, exaggerated version. Here's
Oh,
Hooligan,
that's
Janet.
perfect.
They don't have this on TV and no Americans know it. To me, it's smooth, right? Yo, mate. Oh, bud. Cheers, mate. So, I talked with your mate, right? We met up. We went to the cafe. I had a fry up. He's a lovely guy. He's a lovely man. It's no problem, mate. You just can do whatever you want, mate. Just worry about a bill. Nothing to do with us, mate.
Is this
No,
like
mate.
Bristol?
Sweet, mate.
What is this?
What are you doing now,
I think
mate?
it's a Brummy.
Oh, let's go down.
It's a Channer.
Let's go down center, mate. You're not busy.
Jana.
Let's go down center. Watch out with the car, mate. Right, man,
Oh, it's like a
see the beamer there,
West
mate?
Country.
Right? Cheers, mate.
It's a Down
It's
syndrome.
like Bristol.
Center.
Like-
We'll go get a.
It's supposed to be talking like that. A bit like the stereotypical farmer accent.
And we go down to Barbican, mate. Loads of birds, mate. Oh, sweet, mate. Come with me, mate. Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be like the tall guy in In-Betweeners, like whatever his accent is. I think. I can't really tell. I'm not cultured enough.
I can't remember that.
There's no
Yeah.
accent like this in England. I'm going to
Oh,
point for you now.
sense.
No one sounds like this. They were all.
He's trying to do like a West Country thing.
I like
It's like
pretending this is a normal sized beer. He's just that small.
I was in the countryside. I was doing this.
yeah, it's like
This is
that.
an,
Yeah.
this is an 8-minute UK slang part 2. I don't know where part 1 is. We can maybe skip around a little bit.
Once again, coming at you, Doughboy Diablo, Doughboy D, Miami Casual,
Back in
into
Miami?
Firm.
Yeah, I think the last video was
But-
Miami too.
Diablo TV,
Yeah,
like us,
he's home
subscribe
now.
Like you're supposed to.
It's holidays
Coming at you
over.
now
He learned a
for
lot.
Part 2 of UK slang. So without further ado, UK slang words. First one is tramp. And in America, it means a woman. Tramp. You know, that speaks for itself. But
Like a homeless
the
person.
English means
Talking
something
about-
different when they say a tramp. A tramp to them is like a homeless person. Like if you dress
Oh, there we go.
scruffy, if you ain't got a good clobber, you're a tramp. You got, I don't know.
I mean, I guess tramp is used that way in America for women, but it's also used to describe bums. That's why the movie is called The Lady and the Tramp, because the homeless
Yeah.
dog, the homeless male dog, is a tramp. Like it means the same thing in America. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Tattoos coming out of this and that. Damn, with hoodie, shorts, and beat up sneakers. You a tramp, like you're like a homeless person. You're drinking the wrong beer walking down the street. You're drinking a bottle of Lambrini. You're a tramp drinking a big bottle of cider. Tramp. So they say, oh yeah, these tramps. So they go, basically you're a homeless person if you don't dress well. The tramps, the homeless people in England, they ain't dressed well. You see them missing teeth, and you can see the street people button it to the top. Some of them wearing the Leyland Scott, the Burberry and that. I'm not fucking off with you, mate.
Tramps?
Tramps
No, they
in
don't.
England dress well.
I was about to ask.
Tramps in England do not dress well.
I don't even need to ask, right? Like I know that homeless people in England don't wear Burberry. Like I know that they might have like knockoff Burberry scarves that they find in the dumpster, but
That they found, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than a lot of the American people as I come to start dressing better once I join the casuals culture, you dig? Going on, Dafty? You Dafty, you daft twat. So I said daft dumb. So Dafty.
making
It
chip
could be a
noises
rhyming
again.
slang too, I don't know, but it just started calling me a Dafty. Then I started using it on other people, that's how I know what it means. Dafty. Skint.
I bet you got called a fucking dafty a lot.
I would go football. I would go to strip clubs. I would go with you on the piss and go to the fucking red light district in Amsterdam, mate. But I'm fucking skint. Skint, you broke. No money! Skint. Gutted. Or I'm gutted. I couldn't make it to your mom's funeral, mate. But I was fucking locked up, wasn't I? Stitched up, mate. Oh, had me. In other words, you gutted. They took your guts out because you wasn't
It means
able to do
disappointed.
something. I'm gutted.
yeah, like it
I
bummed
wasn't
out.
Doesn't
able
mean
to
they
come
took
see
your
like me when
guts
I was in
out.
certain places in England.
Doesn't mean you
Other
lost
people
your
couldn't drop
guts.
everything
Yeah, just bummed out.
and see me, my mates.
I knew when he
had
was trying to
Julian,
give the
Paul.
definition of a
Just, like,
word
Slightly
whilst using the
remorseful,
word.
right? Like a little bit of remorse
Sure.
involved.
Yeah, gutted.
reason-
It's like, well, it's like disappointment.
Like I wish that
Any
hadn't
kind of-
Yeah, it's
happened.
the feeling.
Reluctant.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, I'm
it's the
gutted,
bad
mate.
feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
In your stomach.
My
you know, when your
team-
stomach drops a bit, you're like, oh, I was a bit gutted
Yeah.
about that.
My team
fine,
lost. I'm fucking gutted,
Then,
mate.
mate, Cardiff Soul Crew. Oi, mate, it's not simple to drop everything. I can't just drop everything, go to Orlando, 3 hours away, I'm gutted.
These are all things people have said to him, aren't they? Like, yeah, we're not going to drop everything and come to Orlando with you, you
Piss
twat. Like, what are you talking about?
Pissed up, tanked up, drunk, getting on the piss,
Pisshead.
drinking, going
Alcoholic.
out. So you're a pisshead. A pisshead is kind of like a crackhead or an alcoholic or
It's just an
whatever the
alcoholic.
Fuck it is.
It's just alcohol, yeah.
Yeah.
He's pissed up. In England, you got a lot of pissheads. They can't even work because they're too busy on the dough, getting the fucking government money and all that. They don't want to work. Too busy getting pissed up, getting drunk, and a fucking pisshead. Hey, he's a pisshead. If you
Shout out Cog. Backwards internet.
say someone's a pisshead, they ain't got their shit together, basically, you know?
And his pay pig Razabas,
Pissed
the
up,
pisshead.
And it's
Aww.
couple of pissants.
thing. He's pissed up. So when I'm walking around a hooligan walk, he's pissed up. I'm pissed up.
They thought he was pissed, dude. He was walking around like that spastic, and they all thought he was a
They were like,
pisshead.
"Oh, he's pissed, mate. He's a pisshead."
Pissed
Yeah,
up.
it
That's why he's
was
walking
the
around like,
yank. Who's the yank pisshead? Why did you bring this yank pisshead here?
And he asked him, "What does that mean?"
I'm Poxy's is wank. Poxy is it doesn't work. Like, oi, like if somebody sends you
Poxy.
Shout out Cog, dude.
Sorry, mate. Poxy phone. Poxy connection. Oi, mate. And then you call somebody, and if the call doesn't go through, you can't hear them. Sorry, mate. Poxy connection. Poxy wank. No good. Doesn't work. Geezer. So a geezer can be just any random person. And this geezer walked in, and he had the nerve to tell me this, bing bing. And this geezer walking down the street, so I hit him with my car. I ran over him.
What?
I took a piss on. What? Uppercut him, hit him over the fucking wall. This geezer says something wrong to me, so I backhanded him and knocked his whole family out. Mom, wife, kid, da.
Whoa.
Or it could be a geezer. Geezea.
I'm obsessed with violence.
Cowboy.
I feel like he's never
Yeah.
been in a fight.
This is no,
Like he's never been in a fight.
No, I don't.
Well,
think
he's just
so.
convinced that like a way of speaking is inextricably linked to violence.
Yes.
Like if you're gonna talk like this, it has to be about fucking hitting someone's wife.
Beating up kids.
Yeah.
So in America, geezer means old person. I think usually
Oh, yeah,
old
old
man,
geezer, yeah.
like you old geezer.
It means like a
Yeah.
gangster, but not a gangster necessarily that would kill people and slice people's families' throats and stuff like that for a laugh or for money. Like geezer is
Again?
mainly more like somebody like cowboy like me. Hey, cowboy Derek Trotter who handles stolen goods.
Oh yeah, quick
He's smooth,
quick
he's
explanation.
looking good.
People who don't know.
He's the man around
Del
town.
Boy,
He's got
for which this guy names himself. Del Boy was a character in a British sitcom called Only Fools and Horses. Del Boy was basically like a used car salesman type of character
Mhm.
who was always about these like get rich quick schemes.
Sleazy.
Yeah, and they would always fail. And he was basically a wheeler dealer, a kind of a scam artist, and that's what this guy identifies with the most.
Like dirty rotten scoundrels character.
Yeah.
all the
Almost like an old-fashioned Trailer Park Boy type of character.
Yeah.
Similar.
That makes sense.
clips and jokes and everything like that. But he really doesn't do anything bad enough to go to
Not
prison
someone
for
you'd
a
wanna
long
name
time.
yourself
He's
after.
a geezer, mate. You see in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrel, you see the soft white boys
Well-
that sell puff, sell weed. Of course they're going to rob them soft. Why wouldn't they? Bunch of hippies and stuff like that. So he says, oh, geezer Rory Breaker, black geezer with the afro. This is...
Geezer is a pretty neutral noun. It's a neutral noun that
It's like
it depends on the. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it can be
Guy.
good or bad. Right. He's a proper geezer. He's good. He's this fucking geezer. He's bad, basically.
That's why my
The
mate
seventh
Jason
thing. Us sophisticated northerners would never say such nonsense words like geezer, like ridiculous, stupid
Yeah.
word.
Call him a
Stupid.
fucking a lad. That lad.
Yeah,
Probably.
well,
Sides, what's
check
up?
that lad out.
Metalheads, basshead family. So he's what's up, geezer? So he started calling me geezer early on. So a
Jesus.
geezer is a random person.
We got it.
geezer, and then a
You know why they called him
somebody
geezer?
like me.
They called him
Like
geezer because they
Delboy.
didn't know his name. So they
Yeah, it's
called
like
him
saying
geezer.
dude or guy. It's not a complex thing.
He's a fucking geezer with a Pippi Longstocking fucking outfit. It's just fucking Yankees you keep bringing around here. Fucking wanker.
Lovely.
Who's this
Because you
geezer?
say lovely, Americans, we don't even say that lovely. Some people might say that, but women or something. But lovely is like...
What?
in
Americans don't say lovely?
Chandler stuff.
You guys
He's a
don't say
guy, mate.
lovely?
He's a
I guess not to the same extent. Like that's a lovely pie and things like that. Like people
Yeah,
say
but
it, but
it means the same thing.
no, it's
there's
not.
no
That is
difference.
not slang.
It was a lovely time. It was lovely out, mate. He's a lovely man. So lovely
It's a
is
common
good.
adjective.
Yeah.
But you say it to Like, sounds funny for England, right? For America. I meet some people. Oh, I'm mad at mate. I meet other hooligans. Oh, hey, what's up, mate? Oh, you met my mate. He's from Lincoln. He's from out here. Yeah. Oh, I'm mad at mate. That's me. Now, he's a lovely man. He's a lovely guy. Yeah, mate.
He's not even
He's sound,
speaking
mate.
words. He's
He's
just
a lovely guy.
Just
He's
guttural
you can say that
sounds.
about your friends. He's a lovely guy. It doesn't mean he's lovely appearance. It means he's cool. So try that one next. If you're an American gangster, try it out. Say, oh, you know my homeboy so and so. He's from the such and such and such.
yo, my
such and
nigga,
such,
he'd be
oh,
lovely,
yeah,
yo.
He's lovely,
He's a
My
dog.
lovely
nigga,
guy,
lovely,
mate.
bro.
He's
Try it
lovely.
out. Don't try to prison.
I don't think you should try it out. Yeah.
Here, mooching in America is like you mooch enough women, you mooch enough people to get shit for free. I wouldn't know nothing about that. But on the mooch is having a drink. You're out on town, we'll have a mooch, have a drink, go out on the mooch. You know what I mean? Da-da-da-da. So it's like you pie a mass squad. That's what they do. They go out on the mooch when these other so-called lefties and Antifas go out and do that thing. These geezers, that's what they say, 5 words. We go where we want. They go everywhere on the mooch. Having some cans, walk around, ping, 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 ping. And if you find that guy, mad young, pie mass squad, 5 words, the man with the bionic arm, get a hold of him. Wrap him up.
Like, what is wrong with this guy? Like,
That came out of
just
Right
nowhere.
now,
down, dude.
he's
came out of
talking about the
nowhere.
pie and mash.
Me.
Talking about the pie and mash squad.
That's all for
Who
now.
were the people who called him out a minute ago.
But it
The
sounds
little
like
child.
sounds like he's supportive of him. He's like saying their phrase.
Oh.
That was
Well,
interesting.
I hope that educated you, Sip. I hope you learned a few English slangs that you already knew and probably used in your day-to-day vocabulary.
The only
The
one I
lovely
didn't
pie.
know was the mooch. On the mooch.
Yeah, nobody even says that, dude.
Yeah,
No
on
one
the
fucking
beach.
says
Extremely
that shit.
uncommon.
Yeah, I kind of
Extremely
feel like
uncommon.
I've seen enough British television and stuff that I feel like I would know most of the phrases.
Yeah.
So up next we have neo-Nazi Boneface calls out anti-racist OG Diablo, a 13-minute video. Is
So,
that what we're up to?
we don't need to watch this whole video, but this is where we meet Diablo's nemesis.
Bum, bum,
This is where the
bum.
story it gets very interesting. Now it's gonna get super interesting, and I'm gonna tell you, this story is gonna lead into war crimes. It's gonna lead into beheadings. It's gonna lead into fucking absolute insanity. This was all a prequel. You could have skipped this whole part of the video and just tuned in now, because this is when it gets fucking good.
It
So I'm glad we
escalates.
wasted all your time. This is
But
where it
thank
really.
you for watching with us. Thank you for being here.
This is
Shout
the
out to the
escalation.
chat. Shout out Shandy,
KX gang.
Buns, KX Gang,
KX gang.
Ashes. Shout out. Enjoys random. Good to have you here.
So, if you remember back right at the beginning of the video, I told you the stream. Sorry, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Right at the beginning of the stream, I told you that Diablo fought off the Nazi skinheads and chased them out of Miami. This Boneface character we're going to meet is one of these Nazi skinheads, and ever since then, they have had a bitter rivalry. I won't spoil the story too much, but we're going to get into this. This is going to end in complete insanity of like shocking that this stuff is even allowed on YouTube, and it's still there to this day. You can go and look it up, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll continue.
Oh, there we go. Nice pink swastika.
Hot pink. Nice.
And of course, the audio is terrible.
There it is.
Oh.
He's quite a character, isn't he?
Okay.
The sinister Boneface is what he goes by.
This is exactly what Hitler had in mind. Truly an
And
Ubermensch.
he is actually also like Cuban or some weird shit. He's got like a bit of Cuban in him.
Yeah, it's Miami. They all do.
In the third division scene here instead of Florida in particular, where we used to have.
And I can tell you, this man is neo-Nazi pedigree, his father was the lead singer in an 80s English neo-Nazi skinhead punk band who went over to America with his son and had this thing we see in front of us now. So that he is the lineage of some heavy Nazi shit, basically.
So this guy is more authentic than Del Boy Diablo.
He's born and bred.
This is the real dude. Yeah, he's a real, spent most of his life in prison.
He's got the hot pink braces. He's got the nice couch there.
Hot pink leather couch.
Face tattoo. Yeah.
No wall
Is
art.
there real deal?
And the left spectrum movements were extremely fueled by the skinhead culture. Now, for those who don't know, skinhead's always been about working class, being proud of yourself, being proud of where you come from. This is where I come from. You can find me, I can find you, so on and so forth. It's just a different variation set here. Very deadly situation. We're talking about Rash. We're talking about Antifa. We're talking about WP and the other things I can't really get into per se. This is YouTube. Censorship's a big deal these days.
No, I think we've seen enough, probably, because you can't hear a word he says.
Yeah, I can't understand anything he's saying.
Nothing comes through. Who knows what he says? It's
he's just talking about Antifa and shit like that.
What he's actually doing is he is challenging our hero, Diablo, to an internet MMA fight. That's right, they're going to fight. They're going to meet up
one-on-one
in the fucking arena. They're going to slug it out. Nazis versus Antifa. Battle Royale to the death.
And I was saying earlier before the stream, like this is a great microcosm for like what we see on the internet every day, which is like far left and far right retards engaged in some kind of battle, some kind of discourse. And this is a real metaphor for the times we're living in. Two retarded sides fighting each other.
Zero chance at reconciliation. Just meeting up to beat each other up and feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see Diablo's response to this gauntlet that's been thrown down by this bone-faced gentleman.
Boneface! Boneface Ken McClellan!
This is
I saw your video,
fucking Keno.
He's got it though. He's got the pose.
Way cooler video. I
He's
love
got the
sunset.
energy.
So when obviously I've watched these videos many times for my own sick pleasures, but Boneface to me is like he's like an incel. He's tucked away. He's really like insecure. He mumbles. You can't hear a word he says.
Yes.
And then the fucking Chad Diablo is like.
I was literally thinking the Chad Diablo versus the Virgins. Boneface.
100%.
So like, there's more videos where you see it. There's one video we're gonna watch where he's crouched over and he's pacing around a driveway having a cigarette, and it's like, this is like the fucking incel meme come to life with a Nazi skinhead. Like, what the fuck?
Face is the new Obergruppenführer of the Florida NS National Socialist Skinheads. He's the new main man of the Florida White Power Skinheads. Now that Forrest from the CHS Confederate Hammer Skinheads is no more. And I saw the video you made calling me out for a one-on-one fight, brother. And I'll be your huckleberry. It's like this. You've been away for a while, champ. You've been away for like 5 years, right? So when you went away, I was the main man of the anti-racist scene, of the anti-fascist scene in the United States. You went away in 2016, I believe.
Yeah.
So, brother, I have retired from all political extremism. I suggest you do the same. Because what I found after 30 years of whooping
football
Nazis,
extremism.
just like you.
See, like, I immediately identify with this guy so much more because he's like, he's a clown.
He cares.
He's an idiot, and it's like I just get a warmer sense from this guy versus the guy with a skull tattooed on his face.
Yes.
Whereas I identify with the anti-hero. I identify with Boneface. He's my idol, dude. I'm the bone face, and you are Diablo.
That said,
yeah.
I'm backing the guy who's had a skull tattooed on his face in a fight. Just like prima facie, my money's on that lunatic.
Well, luckily for you, they both make. Remember Troon Wars, the Troon Wars video I made?
Yeah.
Yes.
They both have training montages that are exactly the same as Troon Wars. We're gonna watch them later. But Kino.
Are they in this playlist? I think I saw like leaked footage of he like leaked his own footage of his training.
And now they say there's 90 million white supremacists, when we really it was less than 500 of you jokers by the time I was done with you in 2010. So the thing about it is, I heard what you said, brother, and at least you're willing to face me man to man with honor, mano a mano. And the thing about it is, I've been doing some research on you. It's not hard to do because there's a lot of information. And what you use as a fighting system is that Waffen-SS non-conf close combat Waffen-SS fighting system. Well, brother, I know ways to counter that. That's not a problem. So I'll meet the challenge, champ. But just let you and all the other Nazis and all the other extremists from all varieties, I'm not with that right now. I'm with the football violence, understand? I'm with the football scene, with the soccer scene. So don't bother me with this sort of trifling matters any longer. I'll look at you as any other opponent. So I challenge you, 4th of July, for the soul of this nation. I'm the American patriot. I'm the true patriot. I'm the one who come here from another country with the American dream, brother. And as far as I'm concerned, you walk around thinking you're going to be the next Hollywood Hulk Hogan. To me, you looking more like Hogan's Heroes. And I've dealt with your sort before. So, Boneface, I'll meet your challenge. I'm ready.
This guy does remind me of the Iron Sheik. That's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Or to Dana White, or to any promoter from here, to Milwaukee.
Like anyone's gonna take these two retards.
As I said before, it don't matter where we do it, but baby, I tell you what, we may as well do it in Florida. Boneface, I'm ready. Get yourself ready. 4th of July, I'm looking to dance with you. And then we'll see if you're really worthy to be the new boss of the white power skinhead movement in this state and in this country. Because just because you're second generation, because your father's Ken McClellan, famous rock against communism musician, singer, and songwriter, Brutal Attack, that gives you no special privilege in this scene, Jack. I don't know if you've earned that place yet. We'll see, brother, one-on-one, and we'll see what you can do.
I love the thing of calling everyone Jack. I'm going to start doing that.
Jack. Here we have the 3rd round of challenges, and still no fight.
July updates. July 4th. It is confirmed. It's going down. Check out this motherfucking sweater. It's fucking superfluous.
Terrible audio again. Just the worst.
Can't hear him at all.
Really appreciate it.
It's just flaccid.
Please do not fuck this up. Do not fuck this up for me. Greatly also appreciate that. Heard, understood. Yeah. Yeah, I know I said it wrong, right? Don't care. But I didn't. I said it wrong. Regular extremism.
He seems very insecure for a man with these tattoos.
Well, yeah, like how badly was he bullied at school?
Like he kind of acts like a, yeah, like it's like a weird nerd persona, like the way he was like being self-effacing there. That was like a big, it was like a Big Bang Theory character or something.
He was reaching far back into something in his own personal history there.
Yeah, that was very odd. That was odd.
For soccer is extremism.
It's like two cartoon characters coming together in the greatest crossover of all time.
Doesn't mean they are. It's extremism. FYI, I'm an Arsenal fan. Gunners! I'm also a Florida man.
Gunners!
This is weird, dude.
Oh, look at them jumpers.
Bro, Hitler would be so proud of this man.
My way
Yeah.
to you. Training hard. Battle ready. 8 weeks for the July. Boneface versus Diablo. Facts, motherfucker. Facts.
What are these edits as well? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, and are we back to the 240p? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Diablo getting ready. Okay, nice.
This is like found footage, dude. This is like a horror movie.
He's learning some counters for the SS fighting system.
It's punching a bag.
Classic.
This is the
Oh.
Warski Tonkasaur of our generation, by the way. This is the Warski Tonkasaur of our time.
What is that? Oh.
I think he was gonna do reverse crunches, but gave up. It's a very small gym.
He's just getting his.
There's a lot of people in that gym.
ready.
Whoa!
Oh, we're back to Boneface.
Let's
Now,
go, dude.
Again,
Let's-
we can't watch much of this. We're not going to be able to sit through much of this because you can't hear him. All you can hear is the wind. So it's
Oh, okay.
unwatchable.
Well, it's a Kino
Yeah,
shot.
unwatchable.
I didn't know they had Wawa in Florida, dude. I'm shocked.
Boneface, bitch. Now I'm back. From motherfucking goddamn Little Havana, Miami. South Florida's finest. As you can see all around me, you can see me dressed in the native garb.
Look how nice this property is, the lawn and everything, and then where he is. I don't know whose house this is, but they're not maintaining that.
I don't think he knows either.
Miami, especially, we're talking about Little Havana right now. Not that part of Miami.
Ugh.
Wait, is he channeling Diablo? He's like stealing his way of speaking.
Yeah,
I have no
Yeah, it's
idea what's
becoming-
happening.
it's becoming the
Okay.
Kino, dude.
I think he's one of those
Pure Kino.
Antifa guys. Firm casuals.
He was putting on the voice. He didn't have that
like
voice
that too
before.
much. They didn't find it very amusing, very funny at all.
Sorry, chat.
And
He's realised that Diablo is the superior beast,
Like he's
and he's trying to ape him.
tropical fascist. It's like that Bronze Age pervert guy. And here's this is the promo video, I assume. Yes, it is.
This is one of them. There's a few promo
Is there
videos.
audio? Oh, okay. Apologies to any epileptic viewers. Lady
Yeah.
D, Lady D, big
Sorry,
apologies.
Lady D. Rest in peace. Now for the first... I wouldn't have chosen a white font for that. Wrath.
Rash. Militant wing.
I hope they included some of the
Nice,
some of the
nice callback.
cowgirl positions in there.
Yes. Oh, here it is.
Oh, here it is. Oh, it kept it in. That's a strange thing to keep
Whoa.
in, isn't it?
Jesus, nice edit, bro.
Yeah, you have to.
Kino
He's
vision, dude.
obscuring the gay part.
Oh no, they stopped
Oh,
obscuring right when the gayest part happened.
They did about 3 of these promo videos, by the way.
There we go.
Oh,
They
the
did it
kiss.
again. Oh, too much, dude.
He's proving his anti-racist credentials by kicking the shit out of a black
I was gonna say not very PC. Oh, this is gonna get a little spicy, I think.
That fat retard.
Oh,
Oh, fucking hell.
Ouch.
That's nasty.
Yeah, it's definitely something.
Oh. Oh, that guy's got a stick.
Oh,
Or,
Boneface is
I think
taking
it's
the
a
stick.
crutch. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was deadly.
You think they both planned it and said we need walking sections?
Yes,
We both
yes.
need to walk
You
on
know
there.
they communicated about this, which is great. Fort Lauderdale. Weird period usage. All right. Well, that was something else. I think it's over. What's next? This one.
Hooligan world, casuals world, football violence world, football lads world, football firms world.
Is this related to Boneface?
Let me just double. What's this video called?
Thanks to UK lads from Del Boy Diablo and Diablo TV, December 2019. I don't think it is. It's Boneface related.
No, this is just a nonsense video. I think we could probably end this episode here before it gets real spicy. I think what we've been doing 2 hours.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah, I think this is a good point to end before we
Wrap
get
things
into
up.
the next chapter because things are going to get crazy.
You can see we
In the
have
next
these here up top. Boneface and Diablo 2. Diablo 2 is when it gets, really interesting.
Yeah, Boneface. Yeah, these it's going to get interesting now. We're gonna get there. I think if we end, we do one more video, we go to Diablo 2, and we watch Diablo's most recent video, his comedy routine. As we can tell, he's clearly a funny man. He has a stand-up comedy. That's probably the best way to end episode 1, I would say.
Is the Discord server still up?
The funny thing about the Discord server is he never linked it, so no one can join.
But you got his @. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
And we got to look at we got to look at that comment too. Do you want to do that before this video or after?
Oh yeah, let's do the comment. So I left a comment on one of his a video of some hooligans fighting in England, and he said in the description of this video, "Is this a message to me? Are they trying to send me, an American, a message here?" And I was just shocked. How can you believe that you are the reason these two groups of retards had a scuffle in the street? They threw chairs at each other. Nothing happened, basically. We can't play that video because it is a bit fightsy. We probably pushed it with that last one, but I think we've been going long enough to be okay. But yeah, this is my little interaction with Diablo. So he knows who I am.
Grocer says, "Why would this be a direct message to you? You've got nothing to do with UK firms." Oh shit! I gotta zoom out. Tenderman, do you want to read that? Can you see it?
What are you on about, you muppet? I'm in an English firm, Plymouth TSC, hence the graphic on my banner / wallpaper here. Join while I lived there for 6 months in 2019. Do some research first. I have enough to do with UK firms, as is plain to see on my channel and its content. I see you are all right, would be a comedian, which is great for you and everything. Have at it if that's what you are into, but what do you reckon you have to do with UK firms? You have no football or hooligan content on your channel. Oh, you are UK hooligan, but just don't ever show it, though you have lots of random types of vids with alright imagery.
I do that. I thought Diablo was here. That was perfect. But I do like the description of alt-right would-be comedian. That's.
I think you're very much currently are the medium.
Take out would be.
I'm a shit poster. I'm just a humble shit poster.
Is there even that much alt-right imagery on the channel? I feel like there's not.
No.
Like, if anything, it's
None.
making fun of alt-right people. You did a whole stream making fun of...
Almost exclusively.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, so here is a interesting combination of things: stand-up comedy, jailhouse humor, and a Brazilian jiu-jitsu match. That's what we want, right?
Tomorrow we do have another party going on with our vinyl mix. So we got one last hurrah. Come through tomorrow. Guys, put your hands together for Mr. Derek.
Look at the anxious fucking wobble he's doing, dude.
Chat.
He looks
Applause
like
in
he's
chat,
squaring
please.
up.
Applause in chat, please, for Derek Diablo is apparently what he's going by now.
Please clap.
Yeah, he's doing the walk, dude. He's doing the walk.
Doing the walk.
Wow,
He's starting his set.
This is the first
Starting
time we've
his set on the in the audience for a brave move.
He's getting them. He's priming them, dude. He's fluffing them. You can really tell how short he is when he's in a group of people. Like, I'm excited to see him take this mic from this guy, this dude. Oh, wait, what?
When I was 13 in 1987, Bavaro Beach Resort, brother. Yeah, it's like that. Now, check it out. You was talking jailhouse, baby. You was talking chain gang. You was talking prison, so let's talk about it. Hey, how come black lives, they don't say tricep, they say back arms. They walk into my cell and say, hey, Chico, you want to do some back arms? I said, let's go. Let me do some back arms right quick. Back arms.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think this is a... I don't really think this is how comedy works, sir. You don't
No.
just get off
No,
this
it's not.
stuff.
I'm laughing, so I would disagree. If I was at some like shitty ass open mic night, like, and I was listening to like dumbass jokes about Donald Trump all night and pronouns and bullshit, and then this happened, I would be a very happy man. I would say I got my money's worth tonight.
Thank you, brother. Get off the stage.
Get off the stage.
Because you was talking about shitting, you was talking about Dominicans, and you was talking about jail, and you talking about Cuban American. So there you go. That gives me an act. Now I'm talking about jail. Let's just say that's the toilet. Because in jail, in prison, you're going to have to shit and shit in front of other men. I'm on there. Booty bandits, you see. So now, in case you don't know, we got the jail, we got the county. So let's just say this is the toilet. And imagine you got a 6-man room, like in the county. So think about it. Do you have to take a shit in front of everybody? Yes. Think about it is, I'm going to tell everybody in the cell. You want to put your head down me and put the cover on you, or you want to go out the room? If you refuse to do it, we're going to fight. You understand? Here's another thing about it. How many people have been in jail? I know you've been in jail.
The black guy. Only the black guy.
Now look here. One thing about it is, if you come to my house, you cannot spit in my sink. Who knows about that? If you've been in prison and jail, you ain't allowed to spit in the sink. You got to spit in the toilet. You dig? Now moving on. Who knows what a fifi is? Who knows what a fifi is? None of y'all know. Well, I'm going to tell it to you. He was talking about jacking off in the suck. One of the guys That's basic. That's basic. What black lives do in prison and jailhouse. A rubber glove. Oh, and they put a bunch of lubrication in it. And they get a mattress. And they be banging that. And they be bragging about it. Man, I know how to make a fifi. You don't know how to make no fifi. I'm jacking off. This guy said, hey, my dick is hard. Your dick is hard. I ain't got no problem with your kind. But when black guys in jailhouse, we're going to go to the guard. What that means is we're going to have a race. We're going to get the guards through the window and jack off. And whoever comes first, no. No, think about it is about the gang conversation. And the gang members here, well, the funny thing about it is, I'm a white guy in a black gang. Who's talking about Aryans? Funny thing about it is, black lives give Aryans respect, but all the so-called allies and all the white Crips walking the chain gang, they be fucking them. Now, lastly, one thing I want to talk about.
What's happening?
Who said he do jiu-jitsu? Where's that comedian? Some comedian was out here.
He's gonna do jiu-jitsu.
He's gonna fight him.
Back to square. Hey, you buddy.
No.
Once you say you do jujitsu, you do jujitsu. Look at that nigga there. Do you believe he does jujitsu?
Oh no, 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 no.
Are you joking or are you serious? Come prove it. Come prove it. You want to see if he prove he don't have
Really is
jujitsu?
defying all the rules of comedy.
It'll be safe. Hey, it'll be safe. It'll be safe. Hey, I'm a martial arts instructor. Trust me. I'm in there.
Get up there
It'll
and
be safe.
fight me, nigga.
Trust me, Papa. I want to do you wrong. But think about it. Look at him. Do he look like him? Hey, I'll use 25% resistance. Try to take me down and submit me. If you submit me, you win. I get off the stage. A round of applause for that man. What's your name, brother? It doesn't matter, really, but that again. Come on. Now, brother, with that nice jumper, don't mess that jumper. Take it off, brother. Take it off. Hey, trust me, baby. Trust me.
Because if not, then I gotta go on stage and do jujitsu too, so. I'm just saying. Don't.
25% resistance. 25% resistance. I'll just see if he knows what he's doing. If he can take me down and submit me, that's the end of the show, and I'll bid you a good night. If not, I'm going to go for about another 25 minutes, and somebody's going to have to take the mic away from me.
So this isn't a way to close your set.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you know, the video doesn't last 25 minutes more, so let's just say that much. Okay?
There's exactly 1 minute remaining.
Alright. This is ridiculous. What is he doing? What is happening?
Oh no, oh no.
Instant.
Oh no, he lost.
This little string bean, this little twink beat him.
He lost immediately, dude.
What is he doing?
I want to get the moment where it's over.
No,
Nope. It's like the Ouroboros. Just.
Wow. I can't believe this is
throwing him around like a child.
Alright,
He's just got
alright,
ragdoll.
Clap it up, clap it up.
He really knows jujitsu. Who's your master? Who's your master? Master D. Master Salt Marcelo Silvera. Give the man a round of applause. And one time for a deal with the guy. And if you will offer me the Mama Juana late at night, that makes your dick hard. I'm not going to drink it with you, baby. But I would consider you a good-looking guy. Round of applause for the host and for all comedians. Yeah!
Did he just say he wanted to fuck him?
I think so. I think that's what he was implying. He was intimating that. Wow. Yeah, that was better than any stand-up that Sam Hyde has ever done. I would definitely say that. That was amazing.
There we go. An introduction to Diablo and a little tester, little teaser of what's to come with the Diablo versus the Sinister Boneface 4th of July MMA fight.
Boom,
Now, I know
boom.
you guys had your money pegged on Diablo.
I don't know how I feel now. Now I don't know how I feel.
Yeah, I think that twink could take Boneface as well.
He was pretty good. That was he grabbed his leg and it was over. I mean, he did say he was going 25% resistance. So if he had gone 100%,
Exactly.
that little twink would be dead. I would think.
Probably be a different story.
Yeah.
Would you like some of Diablo's rap music?
Oh yeah.
Play us out.
Let's play us out.
Okay, I'm posting it in the Discord. This is by his band, the Colorblind Cutthroats, and this song is called "Let the Crimson Spill."
Excellent. Put this.
From all the way back in 2009.
Making sure there's no doxes on this. No. Excellent.
Oh, it's not even rap music.
I feel like somebody left something in the washing machine. It's just going round and round. Oh. Horrible.
It's well produced, I guess. It sounds like something that would be in like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4.
That's true.
Like if this came on in the middle of playing Tony Hawk, I would not bat an eye. All right. I think we get the gist. Everybody have a great evening. Thanks for joining this live stream. Shout out to chat.
Shout out, chat. Thank you for coming.
We'll be back soon with the next part, no doubt.
Part 2 incoming.